Okay, boys and girls, happy Monday. Today is May 18th, and let's go through what we're going to do for today. For reading, your skill is getting to know nonfiction. So, we've been doing a lot with all of our fiction, with stories. So now we're going to switch gears for reading and for writing, and we're going to switch over to nonfiction. So today you will need an electronic device with sound, and there is no submission today. There's nothing that you have to turn in. I just want you to listen to some nonfiction stories and just enjoy them. So, nonfiction books tell us real information and usually include text features such as a glossary, table of contents, and photos or captions. So, today you're going to enjoy listening to some of the nonfiction read alouds posted today, or you could also read a nonfiction book that you have at home. For writing, what is informational writing? Informational writing is nonfiction, it means the same thing. So an author chooses to write an informational text to teach us facts about a specific topic. So we'll go through the little video today, and then I'll show you what you're going to do with your Google Slide. So you need your electronic device with sound and your Google Slide. For foundations, the skill is going to be the long E. So remember, E, you're going to be learning 3 different ways that we can get a long E sound in words. So you're going to watch the video. So you have EE like sleep, EA like meat, and EY like key. So they all have that same long E sound, different ways to spell them. So you have a Google Slide today, and you have a video that you're going to watch to teach you that skill. For math, your skill is subtraction number stories. You need an electronic device with sound. You can print out the workbook pages, or you could simply write them down like we've been doing. So base 10 blocks can help us solve subtraction number stories. Remember to always start with the bigger number when subtracting. Very important. And so if you're using your base 10 blocks, remember, they are in your math additional resources where, it's pieces of paper that looks like your flat, which is 100, your long, which is your 10, and your cube, which is your 1. So if you physically, I think for a lot of us, it's good to physically have the blocks in front of us. So if you have a printer available, if you want to print out from the additional resources, those base 10 blocks, I think they could be really helpful today. All right, to physically use them. Of course, you could always draw them as well, whatever you prefer. And for social studies, your skill this week, you're going to be learning about Memorial Day. So Memorial Day falls on the last Monday in May every year. So it's actually next Monday, and we don't have school. So normally it's like the big kickoff to summer, and a lot of people go down the shore. Usually this year's a little different. But you're going to really get to learn this week. You're going to watch some videos and learn some facts about how we really are taking the time to honor, all those that have served in the war and served for our country. So you need an electronic device with sound today. There are some Google Docs. There's a quiz that you have to complete. So you can choose to break up the activities as you choose. If you would like to do them all today, do them little by little. You can split it up however you would like. So let's take a peek in our classroom. Let's see. Okay. So your checklist is here. So, main points. Reading, no submission for today. Math is optional. You can do it through DocHub. You can email. Writing, there's a Google Slide that you're going to turn in. Foundations, there's a Google Slide you're going to turn in. And your social studies, that's what we're focusing on for the week. You're going to go to the social studies heading. There's a Google Doc about Memorial Day, and there's a quiz that you'll take by the end of the week. So today for math, we have subtraction day 1. So there are instructional videos here. There's 1A, which is here, and there's 1B, which is here. So you're going to watch the first part of the video, then you're going to watch the second part of the video. So that goes through all of, using base 10 blocks with subtraction number stories, and then you have your math journal page that you're going to complete. So you could print it out, or you can just write your answers on a separate sheet of paper, right? An adult could check it. And then you could always practice your math facts, right? I hope we're doing that too as well. So that's for today. So just make sure you just view those videos today, and then you can use base 10 blocks if you want. You can draw them, or you can print them out from the additional resources. For writing, so we're moving to our nonfiction, also called informational texts. So they tell facts. Facts are always true. Authors write informational books to teach about a topic. Fiction is made-up stories. Nonfiction teaches facts about a topic. Informational or nonfiction writing often has special text features like a table of contents, headings, a glossary. Listen closely to the stories attached if you want to hear some examples of informational writing. Talk to someone at home about what you notice and complete the interactive activity. Okay, so there's a couple resources for you. So this is like your introduction. So we might peek at that now. Okay, now there's another one. Okay, there's some informational things here, and then your Google Slides. So we're going to peek at this one. Okay, so that gives you a little brief introduction about your nonfiction. And the same thing today, it's going to go hand in hand when you do your reading activities, because you're going to be the same topic, nonfiction. So the writing, the reading, same type of thing. So you're going to have similar activities to do as well. So now you're going to view the other video here about text features. Okay, now if you're interested, here are some texts: sun up, sun down, bats, nature's green umbrella. Okay, so there's some here that you could take a listen to. Now, you don't have to listen to all of them, because when you get to the reading assignment, you have the same type of assignment going on where you're going to just read. So you may want to pick one from here. You may want to pick one from the reading that I'm going to show you. So you got to kind of pick and choose which ones you would like to listen to. And then your Google Slide, you're going to drag the check mark on top of the type of writing you think these books represent. So, looks similar to what you just watched, right? And this is kind of like what you did when you did the beginning of fiction. So, There's your checks. You're going to drag them wherever you think that they go. Fiction, made up stories. Nonfiction, teaches facts about a topic. And then you're going to do the same thing on this page. And then remember, when you're done, X out of it. Yeah, well, I'm going to do that. X out of it. And then you have to make sure you always hit that view assignment. And this is where you're going to turn it in. No need to share it with me and send it to my email. You just press this turn in button. Okay. So reading, again, very similar. Getting to know nonfiction. So nonfiction tells about something real, includes true facts. You will often find text features such as photographs, captions, headings, diagrams, maps, labels. The author's purpose is to teach you something. Nonfiction can be about people, animals, places, plants, history, cultures, sports. Today, I'd like you to have I would like you to have fun listening and enjoying some nonfiction books. There's nothing to submit today. If you have any nonfiction books at home, you may select one to enjoy. So there are a couple nonfiction read alouds. Pop, The Invention of Bubblegum. This is a pretty interesting one. Might want to listen to that one. I recommend that one too. Are You a Grasshopper? Tell Me Tree. So here's some nonfiction. So pick one, pick two, listen to all three if you want, and just notice some of the text features that you see and how it's different than your stories that we've been doing, where we've had characters and settings and problems, solutions, beginning, middle, end. You're not going to find that in your nonfiction. And then there's just a little anchor chart here that says, before I read nonfiction, what kind of book is it? What might I learn or read about in this book? What do I know about the topic? Take a picture walk. Okay, so if at home, if you have a group of books at home and you're thinking, which one of these is nonfiction, right? Look at the cover. The cover is going to tell you a lot, right? Think about, what is this book trying to teach me? What's the author's purpose? What do I already know about this? Think KWL chart. What do I already know? What do I want to learn? And what did I learn from reading, right? You're going to be working on one of those towards the end of the week, Friday, I believe. And take a picture walk through and make sure that that's a nonfiction book. For foundations, okay, there's a video about all of your long E sounds. And then I'm going to hit view assignment here so I can open up my Google slide. And you have your long E. So you're going to type where it says type here. So remember, there's this little plus sign. So if you want to make this bigger, right? So here are your words, and you can see, you can look for those patterns. E-E, E-A, I see E-A, I see E-Y, 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 right? They all sound like E. So you have your chart here. Click on it. I don't know why that first one is not letting me erase, but you're gonna erase it, and then whatever the word is, you're gonna type the word here. This one's being a little funky. There we go. Gotta get it in the right spot. So you erase, and then you type the correct one in each box, and then remember, press the X, go back, and then press this black turn in button. So that's foundations. And then finally, we have social studies right at the top, Memorial Day. So it talks about Memorial Day, how we celebrate it each year, the last Monday in May. We honor and remember those who have died while serving our country. So we're going to learn more about the holiday of Memorial Day and why we celebrate it. So these are due by the end of the week, by Friday. So you're going to listen to Memorial Day Facts for Kids. There is a Memorial Day writing that you're going to turn in, the Google Doc. There's a brain pop that you're going to watch, and then the quiz. So if you want to break this up, you could even do, step 1 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 3 on Wednesday, 4 on Thursday, and you could be done. Or if you want to do it all in one day, it's totally up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable with. But you can break this up or you can do it all together. And that is all of our assignments for today, for Monday.